Great to have you back. We're here again with our favorite game, Out of the Park Baseball 20, to bring you another interesting matchup from baseball history. We're going to start off with the 1942 Chicago White Sox, this time drawn, and the Sox in the early 40s, not great. They lost 82 games this season, winning 66. You might know Luke Appling on this team. He's at 35, a little bit older. Very, very little power on this team. Nobody over 7 homers, it looks like, and the RBIs just weren't there either. They only scored 538 runs, so definitely some offensive issues here. And the pitching as well, Ted Lyons on the team, but he had a nice 2.10 ERA, but not much there from the Sox. Not expecting a lot of fireworks, maybe some good defense, but not a whole lot there from the White Sox. Their opponents in this draw are the 2009 San Diego Padres. Tony Gwynn is still on this team. Gwynn is Tony Gwynn Jr., my mistake, is on this team. He's the leadoff man, way past the generation of his dad. Adrian Gonzalez, one of the stars of the team in the middle of the order there. Kevin Correa, Matt Latos, Heath Bell closing out games. And more specifically, the Padres lost 87 games. They were well under 500, but Gonzalez had 40 homers, and Kuzumov, Kevin, drove in 88 runs. So the favorites definitely will be the Padres. They had nobody pitch over 200 innings, but as you can see, Heath Bell had 42 saves. So that'll make things interesting. And just barely, the Padres are the favorites, so they will be hosting the opener and home field advantage against the Sox. And that will come to you here from Petco Park. It'll be Johnny Humphreys against Kevin Correa to open up this series. So let's head out west to San Diego for the opening game. Beautiful Petco Park here for you, where two teams from very different eras are playing each other. We're in the bottom of the first here with Johnny Humphreys on the plate facing Will Venable. And Venable will hit this one deep to right. This one will just get over the wall. Barely over for Venable. It's a long ball. Way to go to right field, but Venable got it there. Hit it over 400 feet, and it barely got over, and it's 1-0 Padres. And we'll move to the bottom of the second now. Everett Cabrera up with Nick Hundley on second and nobody out. Cabrera will single to center. This will get Hundley in as he'll beat the throw. Cabrera will take second on that ill-advised throw, and it's 2-0 Padres. Moving to the fourth with Luke Appling on first. Wally Moses facing Kevin Carrera. Moses goes to the left for a single. This will put runners on first and second with only one out here in the fourth. Ariel Ladiani up there. And he lines it back up the middle. This will get through. So the White Sox rallying here in the fourth. They're able to get 2 runs on that single by Liliani. And it is now 2-1. Bob Kennedy at the plate with 2 on. Kennedy will line this one to right. Coming in hard there to make the play is Venable. It remains 2-1 here in the fourth with Sam West at the plate. West strikes out. A nice sinker there to get the man by Kevin Correa, and we'll move to the fifth. This one's lined hard to left. This will go all the way to the wall. Turner here with a double to open up the fifth inning for the White Sox. So Correa trying to hold the 1-run lead with Tom Turner on second. Joe Cool at the plate. Gotta love this name. Joe Cool. And Cool comes through and singles to right. This will get the lead man over to third. And with only one out now, Luke Appling with a chance to get the White Sox even here. Appling will hit this one to center. Coming in hard is Gwynn. Here's the throw to the plate. That's going to be late. And yes, sir, the Sox do tie this game 2-2. We move to the 6th with Molly Moses up there. Moses will go with this pitch and hit it to right for a leadoff single. Correa now facing Lodi Johnny again. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. The steal will take place, however, there. And Moses now moves all the way to third with Bob Kennedy at the plate. Infield in. Kennedy will hit this one to short. That'll hold the runner. Throw and play made at first by Eckstein. So now 2 outs. Sam West with the last chance here to try to get a 2-out hit. West will sail this one to center and it'll drop. Sam West with an RBI single with 2 outs to put the White Sox up 3-2. They've come all the way back here. Bottom of the 6th now. Humphrey's still on the mound facing Kuzumov. Kuzumov will go up the middle. That'll get through. So a 1-out single for Kuzumov. And the Padres looking to get right back on the board here. Chase Headley at the plate. Headley goes the other way. He'll drop it in there. So runners on first and second. Nick Hundley at the plate. Only 1 out. And there's strike 3. Strike 3 there. A cut and a miss. And Humphreys can't come through. So it's going to come down to Cabrera. And Cabrera can't hold back his check swing. And he strikes out on a full count pitch. Humphreys with 8 strikeouts on the day. He's pitching a heck of a ball game. We'll move to the bottom of the 7th. Len Permayon, however, to pitch for the Sox. 16 up there. He'll take ball 4 to lead off the 7th. Here comes Henry Blanco. Blanco goes to right. This is slicing, but the play is made out there by Moses. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the dish from the left side. He swings and he misses for the strikeout, something his dad rarely did. Perm got him there on the splitter. Here's Will Venable. Venable will line this one to center. That'll get down. So the Padres got runners on first and second with 2 outs for their big star, Adrian Gonzalez. Let's see if they give him anything good to hit. Gonzalez chases one and strikes out, a little too anxious there. And the Padres leave 2 on. We'll move to the bottom of the 8th now with Kuzumov back up there. Orville Grove on the mound for the Sox. Kuzumov comes through again with another hit, this time to right. As the Padres look for the rally, Chase Headley now at the dish. Headley lines this one to right, but it's going to be caught. Moses was positioned very well. Here's Hundley. Hundley hits it back up the middle. This one will get through. Hundley with a single right up the middle. And again, Padres have a chance. Everett Cabrera up there with 1 out. Corners in. And it's ball 4. So the Padres, the home team now really knocking on the door here with David Eckstein up, only 1 out. Orville Grove on the mound. Infield is in. This is hit back to the mound. Plays made at home. Relay to first. Not in time. They get the lead man now, and can the White Sox work out of trouble once again? It's going to be Kyle Blanks up there. He's the pinch hitter with the bases loaded. Blanks goes the other way. Play made is by the first baseman. Throw to first is on the money. Great coverage there and play by the White Sox to end the frame. And they're holding this 1-run lead as we move to the 9th here at Petco. Tony Gwynn to lead it off against the new pitcher, Joe Haynes. And this is lined to center. Ball's got good carry, but coming over there is the center fielder, West, who makes the first out. Will Venable now at the plate. Venable will hit this one to center, but the shortstop comes all the way out. Great coverage by Appling to make that play in short center field. And now it's Adrian Gonzalez, the last hope. He struck out in the big spot the last time up. Let's see if he can keep this game alive for the Padres. But he hits it to short. Play is made there. Appling makes it, and the Sox hold on for the 3-2 win here on the road to open up this series. A very well played game. The Padres had their chances but could not cash them in. Kevin Correa and Johnny Humphreys both involved in that pitcher's duel. Wally Moses with 3 for 4 with a run. And those last 3 innings really played out well for the White Sox as the Padres could not get the tying run. So we will move now to Game 2 to see if the Padres can bounce back. It's going to be Ted Lyons for the White Sox against Clayton Richards out at Petco Park. So here we are with game number 2. Top of the 3rd. Bill Mueller up there against Richard. The lead off the 3rd. Mueller lines it down the line and left. That's a fair ball. Mueller will make it to 2nd with a leadoff double here in the 3rd for the White Sox. Runners on the corners now with 1 out. Appling at the dish. Appling goes the other way. This one's hit long enough it would look like. Tag is made. Venable can't get it in time. He just throws to the cutoff man, and the Sox take lead 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's Venable at the plate with Tony Gwynn on 2nd. Venable hits it to short, and it's bobbled there, fans. Appling, a rare error over there at short, and now it opens up the door for the Padres. They got runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out for Adrian Gonzalez. And Gonzalez jumps through. He lines it all the way to the wall in left. This will score 2. Big first baseman goes the other way, and it is 2-1 Padres with help from that error by Luke Appling. And the inning continues here with Kuzumov lining this one to right. That'll drop. Gonzalez is going to come around. Here's the throw to the plate. Gonzalez head first slide. He's safe. Kuzumov with an RBI single. It is 3-1 now. Nick Hundley now at the plate. Kuzumov on 3rd. And Hundley's going to lift this one to left. Way back there. It is over the fence. Up, and away for Nick Hundley. A 2-run homer. And it's 5-1 San Diego. The lead will hold all the way to the 9th with Bill Mueller back up there. Keith Bell in the game to close it. 2 outs. Grounder to short. Play is made the short way. And the Padres, with a very impressive performance by their pitchers, win this one 5-1. Even the series. Adrian Gonzalez was 2 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. Clayton Richard did enough to earn the win here. And Heath Bell closed the door for the 5-1 lead. The White Sox with 2 big errors there that didn't help their cause. But I guess the Sox got what they wanted in the first 2 games. They split in San Diego, and we'll move to Comiskey Park for game number 3. Ted Stauffer against Buck Ross to break the deadlock in now what has become a best-of-5 series. So live from Game 3, we move down to Comiskey Park, where Schaefer's facing Ross. And let's see what transpires here in the top of the first with Adrian Gonzalez up there and a man on first base. Gonzalez lines it to center, way back there. That one's got a chance to leave the yard. It does. Adrian Gonzalez with a 2-run homer here at Comiskey Park in the very first inning. Deep to right center. And that puts the Padres up 2-0 here in front of Ross, Buck Ross. As we move to the second, ground ball there by Gwynn. That'll be a play at first, but he beats the throw and the run will score. So the Padres score again. It's 3-0. And Schaefer has a 5-0 lead here as we move to the bottom of the fourth with Wally Moses up there and a man on second. Not much to cheer for from the home team. But Moses goes deep to right. This ball is gonna go. Wally Moses gets the fans on their feet with a 2-run shot, and it is 5-2 now as we move later into the game. 6-2 into the bottom of the sixth. Moses up again. Edward Mujica is the new pitcher. And Moses lines it deep to right. This one's got a chance. Home run number 2 for Wally Moses. Showing off his muscle here in game number 3, even if his team is losing. It is 7-3. Don Callaway up there with a man on. Luke Gregerson, the new Padre pitcher, and this one's lined to the gap. Advanced runners will move to third. There's a bobble out there, and that's going to score the run. Center fielder had some issues, and it's 7-4 now, and here's that man Moses, who's gone deep already. Let's see what he can do. And they want no part of Moses as they walk him there. And it is now 2 men on for Ladiani with Heath Bell now into the game. This is hit to second. Plays made at short. Now to first. Easy double play for the Padres. 6-3. And the 7-4 lead remains as we move now to the top of the ninth with 2 out and Nick Hundley at the plate. Hundley hits it deep to left. Way back. That's got a chance. That will go. Nick Hundley with a 2-run homer. Adrian Gonzalez will cross the plate, and that's the cushion that the Padres needed. It's 9-4. We'll move to the final out here with Tom Turner up there. And Turner can't check his swing. It's strike 3. The Padres come into Comiskey Park and defeat the White Sox 9-4. To get a hold again on this series, Adrian Gonzalez with that early 2-run homer, also scored 3 runs, and he walked 4 times. Wally Moses hit the 2 home runs, but it wasn't enough. Heath Bell gets a second save of the series, even as the final margin of victory was 5 runs. And the Padres of 2009, now in control of this series, 2-1. They'll put Matt Latos on the hill to face Jack Wade in Game 4 from Chicago. So let's move out to Chicago, where Jake Wade is taking the mound against Tony Gwynn Jr. here in the top of the first inning. And Gwynn finds the gap in right center. He'll get around here to second. Moving now to third, Tony Gwynn Jr. showing off some wheels, and he gets a triple here in the first. Here comes Kevin Kuzumov. Kuzumov will line this to left, and they'll get the first run home today. Kuzumov with a double. It is now 1-0 Padres as they jump up here in the first inning. On Callaway now at the plate, bottom of the first. And Callaway lines a shot to the left. This will score Luke Appling, and we have a tie game. 1-1 as the White Sox respond right away. Callaway with the RBI double, and now with Moses on first, it's Darlo Lodajani at the plate. Lodajani takes all 4 from Matt Latos. So bases loaded here with 1 out for Bob Kennedy. And this is hit past the second baseman in the hole. This will score a run. The Sox coming out here playing well in the first inning. It's 2-1. Sam West now at the plate. And Sam West will hit this one to center. Catch is made out there. Gwynn with the throw. It won't get in there in time. And Chicago now has their third run. It's 3-1 in this ball game. Pitcher now up, Jake Wade. He hits a little looper that the first baseman will handle. So that will end the frame, but the Sox go up 3-1 here. And Wally Moses now up there. Moses lines a shot to right center. That'll split it. And the runner is going to come all the way around as Moses triples. Safe! Callaway scores, and now it is 4-1 White Sox as we move to the 4th. Kyle Banks at the plate now, 2 men on. Wade delivers. That's ball 4. So the Padres now trying to make this a ball game again. They have the bases loaded with Everett Cabrera at the plate. Cabrera will line it down the left field line. This will get 2 in. And a third run trying to score. He'll get in there. The Cabrera double empties the bases. And just like that, it's a 5-4 game. Chase Headley now up here in the 5th. And Headley will hit a little roller that gets through. We got first and second for Nick Hundley. And Hundley is late on his swing, and he'll strike out, so that'll end this frame. 5-4 White Sox. They're holding on here as we move to the bottom of the 5th. Bill Mueller up there with 2 men on. Mueller hits it to third. There's the play at second, play at first, double play. Runner moving to third. Now we'll take the game to the top of the 6th. And Eddie Smith facing David Eckstein. This is lined the other way. It'll get through. Eckstein trying to get the Padres now into a situation where they can tie or take the lead. Edgar Gonzalez is up there with nobody out. Gonzalez will lift this one to left. However, it is a lazy fly. Caught out there easily by Kennedy. Here's Cabrera, who cleared the bases last time, has 3 RBIs already. And he lines one to right. That'll get through. So the Padres, first and second for Tony Gwynn Jr. Nice to see a Gwynn on the Padres every now and then. That's a single. So Gwynn is swinging the bat well, and it's Adrian Gonzalez with 1 out, and the bases loaded, infield coming in. Hedrick strikes him out. Gonzalez is caught there. Can't come through in the big spot, and he's Kuzumov. And Dietrich gets him looking. Kuzumov just staring at that pitch. And Dietrich shuts down the Padres. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th now. It's a 5-4 game still, Chicago. Greg Burke has come on the pitch, and it's Lodajani again at the dish. Lodajani drives this one deep to left. This will get over the wall. Home run for Lodajani. Just over the fence, and that extends the Chicago lead to 7-4. We'll move to the 7th here where Hundley's at the plate with the man on. Thornton Lee's the new pitcher. This is dribbled to third. That'll be a tough play, and it's an infield hit. Lodajani couldn't get it in time. So now the Padres coming back. Bases loaded for Blanco. And he hits it to short. Play is made at home. Relay to first is not in time, but Everett Cabrera will have a chance now. He is coming up with 2 outs in a big spot. And he takes a pitch inside. So Cabrera forces in a run with a walk. It's his 4th RBI of the game. 7-5 now. With Lee having trouble finding the dish. Tony Gwynn up there, and Lee walks him. So Lee is self-destructing here as the Padres have scored 2 on walks. And Gonzalez with a chance really to do damage. And he hits it, but in the hole is the second baseman. Holloway makes the play as we get into the stretch here. It is 7-6. White Sox, top of the 8th for Kuzumov. Kuzumov will hit this one to center. Play is made by West. Here's Henley. Henley hits it straight up in the air. This will be caught. Play is made there. And this inning is over, so we'll go bottom 8 now. 7-6 Chicago. Here's the delivery to Appling. And he'll go the other way and get it through. So Appling with the leadoff single here in the 8th inning. But we're going to move it to the 9th, folks, and see if the Padres can make this a big comeback. Joe Haynes is facing Nick Hundley. And Hundley's going to hit this one back to the mound. The play's made at first, so no leadoff runner here, but David Eckstein is on first with a 1 out for Luis Rodriguez. And Rodriguez will go back up the middle. That'll get through. And we got men on first and second with Cabrera up. Cabrera lifts one to the center field. That'll get down in the left center. That gap is there, and that's going to score a run, fans. We got a tie game. 7-7 as Cabrera has driven in 5 today. And it is an even 7 across the board as Tony Gwynn Jr. now has a chance to win it. He takes ball 4, so that'll load the bases here. Adrian Gonzalez with the chance now again with the bases loaded. I think it's the 3rd time he's come up with them loaded, but he won't make the play as the second baseman gets the force at home. And Kuzumov now with 2 outs has to try to come through, and he hits it. But that's easy. Callaway with the play and the pitcher covering, and it is done. But the Padres do tie the game at 7. And we'll see if maybe the Sox can walk it off here. Keith Bell on here to pitch for the Padres. This is hit back up the middle. That'll get through. So Kennedy hoping to get the Sox what they need here. Sam West is up there, and West will hit this into the gap. That'll get down. Will they send the winning run? No, they'll hold them. They'll hold him right there as there's nobody out, and Bell is having trouble here. And now the Sox have loaded the bases for Skeeter Webb. Nobody out. And Webb will go hit into the double play right back to the mound. But the out at first is not made. The force was made at home. So Bell made the play there, and now Mike Tresh comes up with a 1 out, infield in, and Tresh strikes out. So Bell digging out of this hole. It's up to Luke Appling here. And Appling strikes out. So believe it or not, the White Sox had the bases loaded with nobody out here in the ninth. They come away with nothing. And we'll move now into the 10th with Will Venable up there. And Venable will hit this one back to the mound. That'll be played easily. Nick Hundley now at the plate with a man on.
Strike three.
Hundley strikes out. David Eckstein now facing Johnny Humphreys. Eckstein will lift this one to left center. The ball will drop, so we have first and second here for the Padres. With Brian Giles coming up. He's the pinch hitter. The pitch and a shot. Deep to left. Giles goes the other way, and it's gone. Brian Giles with a huge 3-run pinch hit home run here in the 10th. It is 10 to 7 right now as we move to the bottom of 10th with John Callaway up there. Just a huge blow by the Padres. This one's hit for a single by Callaway. Clayton Richard is on the close as the Padres start to get desperate for help here. And now the White Sox, 2 men on here with nobody out, and Loaded Johnny at the plate. Loaded Johnny hits it to second. That play will be made at second and only there, so they'll get the force. 1 out for Kennedy, who represents the tying run. Kennedy hits it to right. Man coming on. Catch is made. Venable is there. And it's up to Sam West. As Clayton Richard is almost out of this thing. This is hit to second. Plays made. Picked up. Throw is made by Lodiani. And the Padres, folks, have won this ball game. They cracked out 17 hits. It was an outstanding game. Everett Cabrera was 4 for 6 with 5 RBIs in the win. David Eckstein 2 for 3 with 4 runs scored. Lodiani for the Sox had 3 RBIs and a homer, but it was the Brian Giles pinch hit 3-run home run in the 10th. As the Padres came all the way back, they tied the game in the 9th. Really a nice win for them, and that really extends the series now out to 3-1. This was one to savor for San Diego, and now we'll move to game number 5 as Kevin Correa faces off against Ted Lyons with the Sox at home with their backs against the wall. And we'll see how things play out from Comiskey. So live again from Comiskey as we start off game number 5, and San Diego trying to put things away. Adrian Gonzalez up here in the first inning, and Gonzo lines this one deep to right. This one will get over the wall. Adrian Gonzalez puts the Padres up 2-0. Right off the bat in the top of the first. Kevin Correa on the hill here for San Diego, as he now is the main man trying to close out the series, but he lets up a hit here to Lodiani. And Modiani with an RBI, so the Sox answer here with the run in the bottom of the first. Padres add another, so we're in the 4th now. It's 3-1 San Diego. Ted Lyons up there with the man on. Lyons singles up the middle. This will score a run. So Chicago rallying here in the 4th. In the most unlikely way is Ted Lyons, the pitcher, drives in a run. He moves to 3rd. And Joe Cool up there now. And Cool is going to line this one just fair down the right field corner. This will score a run. So the Sox come back here in the 4th to tie this game. It is 3-3. And Luke Appling with a chance now. Appling hits it back up the middle. Runner around in third, he's going to score. Kuhl comes in, and the Sox have taken the lead here 4-3. We move to the sixth with Kuzumov up there. Len Pern on the mound. Kuzumov takes ball 4. Bring up Chase Headley. Headley goes the other way. That'll drop in there. And runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the sixth for Nick Hundley. Hundley hits it to short. Second, actually, but the shortstop can't make the play. The Sox flubbed that one. Appling made a bad throw to short, and now you have the bases loaded. Actually, Callaway made the throw. It was Appling who couldn't keep his foot on the bag. So Everett Cabrera with the chance now. Infield in. Cabrera will hit this one hard, but it is caught. The tag is made, and we have a run scoring to tie the game. Kuzumov comes in, and it's 4-4. And David Eckstein now at the dish. Eckstein hits this one past the second baseman. That'll get down, and Callaway just had all kinds of problems, in my opinion, there at second. He's not making the plays that he should. And the pitcher now up there with a chance to help his own cause. He hits it to center, but I don't think this is going to be deep enough. So Correa can't come through, and it's going to fall down to Tony Gwynn Jr. here. And Tony Gwynn hits it to the mound. Will he beat the throw? Yes! Gwynn hustling down the line, which will give the Padres the run they need here. Tony Gwynn Jr. with an infield hit. It is now 5-4. Here's Will Venable, a chance to really advance the lead. And Venable hits it to right, but a play should be made there. The ball died and Moses got out there. So 5-4, bottom of the sixth for Sam West. And West hits it past the second baseman for a leadoff single here in the sixth. Correa still in the game, facing Tom Turner. Turner hits it to second. Double play there. Nice turn by the Padres. Eckstein leading that charge. Bottom of the seventh. Wally Moses with the man on. The Sox need a comeback. And Moses drops this one to center. So the Sox, with a 2-out rally here in the seventh, 2 men on. Bodayani at the plate. Bodayani hits it to third. Play is made there. Force is made. Kuzumov with a nice play. Moving to the eighth now. Eddie Smith facing David Eckstein. Eckstein lines this one into the gap. Second baseman will move into second. 2-out double for Eckstein. But he can't come in. We'll move to the bottom of the eighth with Bob Kennedy on the hill. I'm sorry, at the plate. Kennedy hits this one to second. Play is made there. Mike Adams is the one on the hill for the Padres. Tom Turner up with 2 out. Turner hits it into the hole. Play is made there. An outstanding play there at short to end the inning. What a play by Cabrera. He went deep into the hole, made the throw, got his man, and the lead remains 5-4 for the Padres. They've played much better defense than their opponents. And we've moved to the ninth with Venable up there. Venable singles to center. Well, we're going to move to the bottom of the ninth, folks. Mike Adams has come in to close this. Curious that no Heath Bell's out there. He might be tired of all the work he's been doing here in the last few games. But Merrill Hodge is at the plate. And Hogg will hit this one deep. Whoa, what a catch out there by Venable. I thought Hogue might have tied the game, but Venable pulled that one back. An outstanding play by the Padres right fielder. And now, 2 outs away are the Padres. But here's the walk. A 3-2 pitch misses. So Joe Cool is on first. Luke Appling representing the winning run. Appling is late on that one. So the Sox are going to come down to their final out of the series here. Don Callaway facing Greg Burke. And this is lined to center. It'll drop. Runner moves to third. The Sox still alive as Callaway came through. And now it's Wally Moses facing Greg Burke. Moses needs to come through here. He hits a little dribbler. Moses hustling. He is going to beat the throw. That'll score the run from third. Great hustle by Moses. And it is a 5-5 game now, folks. Fans on their feet. Loda Yanni with a chance to win it. He lines it up the middle. They're going to hold the runner. So bases loaded. Again on the base pass, the Sox very conservative. And Bob Kennedy with a chance. 2 outs. Kennedy looks at strike 3. He doesn't even take the bat off of his shoulder. And just like that, it's a tie game. The Sox do come back and tie it down to their last out. And Orville Grove now up there with Banks at the plate as the Padres again try to jump on top. This one's hit back to the mound. The play is made. We've seen some great games in this series. I'll tell you right now, even if the Padres have won most of them. Here's Rodriguez. He'll take a walk. Eckstein now at the plate. Eckstein lines it to right, but the play is made there by Moses. Move to the bottom of the 10th. Sam West still facing Burke, who's continuing on here. Line drive to left. That's a single. Here's Turner. Turner hits it to center, but that's going to be playable. Wynn's got it. 1 out here in the 10th for Tresh. Tresh hits it back to the mound. Quick play. No play. No, they get to force that second. A nice decision there by the catcher. Hunley, quickly off his feet, saw the speed eye by Tresh at first, but went to second. Got his man. 2 outs now as another pitching change. Joe Thatcher on there, facing Kuehl. And Thatcher will walk Kuehl, so the Sox now on the verge of winning this one. If Appling can come through here. Appling hits it to the shortstop. The long throw is not in time. Appling beat it out. An infield hit. Bases are loaded for Callaway. Thatcher delivers. He got him. Huge strikeout by Thatcher. Callaway is down. And the Padres pull out of that jam. We'll move to the 11th. A lofty fly ball here will drop. Gonzalez with a base hit. So here comes Gwynn. And Gwynn lines this one into the gap. This one going to the wall. Ball is retrieved. Runner coming to score, however. Gwynn with an RBI triple in the 11th. The Padres do it again. They come right back as Gonzalez scores. Same inning here, fans, as Blanks is up there now with the bases loaded. Blanks will hit this one to short center. Catch is made there by Callaway. And Nick Hunley on there now with 2 outs against Diedrich, the pitcher. And Hundley hits this deep to left. It might be a slammer. It is. Grand slam by Hundley. He's just put ice on this series, folks. A grand slam here in the 11th. It is 10-5. And we'll move all the way to the 9th now with the Sox just about done. Bob Kennedy facing Ryan Webb. Kennedy hits it to first. Unassisted play there. Gonzalez takes it himself, and the Padres, in dramatic fashion again, win this one. Each team had 16 hits, but it was the Hundley slammer that ended this series. Just like in Game 4 with Giles and that 3-run homer, this time it's Hundley. The Sox fought back valiantly to tie the game in the 9th, but it just wasn't meant to be. Eckstein was 4 for 5. Adrian Gonzalez with 2 RBIs and a homer. Wally Moses 4 for 6 for the Sox, but didn't matter in the end. It is 4-1 for San Diego. Offense was on full display in this series. You can see here players like Luke Appling, 524, Wally Moses, 500. Everett Cabrera, 12 for 20, 600. Just a lot of hitting. Not much pitching in those 5 games. Most of the games were tight, but it was the dramatic home runs, especially at Comiskey Park, that put the Padres over the top. Everett Cabrera gets the MVP. And that's all she wrote. The Padres of 2009 take care of the 1942 White Sox 4-1. Hope you enjoyed all the actions. A shorter series, but some really exciting games. We'll be back very soon to continue our series of historical matchups with the game engine of Out of the Park Baseball 20. Hope you'll be there with us, and hope you enjoyed this one as the Padres come out on top.